And Fantom down to 76 cents. Bitcoin struggling at around 38,000 and a half. What is going on? The market is painful right now, guys, and that is why I've come out for a walk away from the charts and just coming direct to you guys, just to kind of help you through the psychology. I mean, we've spoken enough about the charts, right? We've spoken about the Deuce finance hack. We know what's going on with the liquidations. We know what's going on with the macroeconomy. We know what's going on with equities. We understand with the fears around interest rates. We know the FOMC meeting is coming up in about 4 or 5 days time, but this is more than that, right? This is about psychology and understanding what is going on in the market. And the market, if you look at the S&P and equities, are now down to their worst levels since March 2020. That is COVID time, right? There's a lot of fear in this market right now. And it's our job to try to buy the dip, right, in a high conviction. But I don't want you guys going all gung-ho and, just buying the dip haphazardly on cap coins. That's not what we're trying to do here, right? What we're trying to do is we're trying to build out positions in our favorite coins, but keeping our portfolio allocations accurate. And that's the key. So if you're one of these people that are going in on Fantom, buying the dip right now, that's great, because that hopefully means you guys have got big conviction. But what I don't want you to do is let your portfolio really start getting out of shape, where you're too heavily loaded on small caps. Because let's remember, Fantom is a small cap. So I've had to remind myself of that today. I was buying some more Fantom at 80 cents and 76 cents today, but I can't let myself get too excited. I need to keep buying more Bitcoin, more larger cap projects, right? Whether it's a Solana, whether it's Luna, whether it's some bigger cap projects like Ethereum. You need to keep that portfolio balanced. You need to keep some stable coins as well. That's really important. Okay, so that's the message I kind of want to take a look at. Let's also go and look at the charts. Because as we can see, guys, you can see I'm sighing here, because the reality is, let's just get across. That was our BTC chart. You can see here on Bitcoin, we're now down at 38,500, right? And this is an important level we're at. But the levels we need to keep an eye out on are the next pivot points. And the next pivot points are this point here. Let's see if I can get my cursor out. There we go. Come on, work with me, phone. There you go, 37,700 here. And then the next pivot point at 37,000. So let's not panic. Let's focus on these key levels. And then let's look at the next level, which is all the way at the bottom of the wedge of 35. So don't let people FUD you out and say Bitcoin is heading towards 29,000. As and when we lose each of these levels, yes, we can work that out and start seeing what the progressively lower levels are. But for now, we need to focus on that level there at 37,700. And then you want to look at the 37,000 level at that point there. Then we can start worrying about the bottom of the wedge further down. Okay, now looking at Fantom, let's scroll ourselves down to Fantom on our watch list. We are sitting on Fantom at 76 cents. And things are now looking nasty, right? You guys will know, I don't need to repeat the fact, that when we're sitting at 167, over here, I made it very clear to you guys, I am not buying the dip. I'm not buying here at 168, because I saw the price target coming down to 90. Since then, we've fallen lower. To be completely honest, I didn't expect us to fall as low as we're at today at 76. And we know what the reasons are behind why we're falling lower, right? There's a blend of different things going on. We know we've got the issue with the Deuce finance hack. We know we've got the Voucher wallet, right? 50 million getting liquidated as we're speaking. So I think about 10, 11 million has been partially liquidated. That's going to have a movement on the price as well. There's been the FUD around the Andre Cronje exit. People are still annoyed about that. So we're seeing a bunch of FUD kind of coordinating itself around Fantom, which is why we're seeing Fantom falling more than the rest of the market. But we do have to understand the market is falling, right? The entire market is falling. So let's not delude ourselves with that. The market is falling, but Fantom is falling a little bit more because of the extra coordinated FUD around it. But for me, that's a great buying opportunity for me because I have conviction. My key is just to make sure I've got my portfolio allocations right. Nobody with the correct portfolio allocations is sweating too much today. But I know there are people in the Discord, there are people in the community, in the Fantom community, or any altcoin, where they're too heavily involved in one or two of the altcoins, and that is going to lead them to feel particularly challenged right now. And that's what we need to be careful about. The people who are hurt are the ones who have $60,000 of net worth, and they've put all of it into Fantom, right? And they have no Bitcoin, they don't have enough Ethereum, they don't have the balance set. And that's the bit we need to get right. That's the bit we need to avoid, because that's where you're going to make silly decisions. That's when you're going to panic sell. And what did I tell you guys? You guys have it on record, right? I said when we're sitting at 122 and we're sitting at 130, I said openly, guys, if you don't have conviction, panic sell now. Panic sell today, because things are going to get worse, right? Things did get worse. We're now sitting at 76. So if you're going to panic sell at 76, you're better off panic selling at 122, 133. You would have saved yourself the pain, right? That's the reality. But if you're a long-term, high-conviction person, you're holding Fantom or your favorite altcoins for multi-years, you think they're going to change the landscape, you're buying the dip, right? Because you've got conviction it's going to get to $5, it's going to get to $6, $7. And that's the reality. That's what we need to focus on, is are we long-term or are we short-term? Let's go back in one more time, because what I want to show you is what are the next support levels we've got. Because what we need to do is start going back to prehistoric levels when we're in our cup and handle pattern. Okay, so this dates back to last year, where we had our neckline of our cup and handle pattern sitting at 96 cents. That was the reason we've got this green line here, which I held as an important support level. But we can see we've broken down from that now. So the next levels we need to look at, you've got a bit of support here at 58, and then you've got some at 38. I can't see any major levels of support coming in before then, apart from a little bit coming in at about 71. So don't be surprised to see if things move a little bit quickly in this period. You could be getting some crazy wick candles, particularly if Bitcoin decides to fall towards 30,000, which, like I said, we need to take it step by step. We need to lose 37,000, then we need to lose 35,000 before we can worry about that. Then you're going to see some crazy prices on Fantom. So again, if you don't have conviction, you need to be asking yourself, why are you holding a coin? Why are you holding a coin which you don't have high conviction? That's the reality. That's what we need to ask ourselves in this moment. Because if you've got a bunch of coins which you don't have conviction in, particularly where it's oversized as a part of your portfolio, you're going to make irrational decisions. And that's what we need to avoid. And that's you need to just reflect on that. That's something for you to do. Come on a walk like this, sit there with your portfolio and say, I've got too much of this coin. I got too excited with this coin. And now I've got a small cap project, a 3 billion market cap coin, which is holding up half of my net wealth, right? Crazy. Like, and again, I just want to make sure this is clear. I've made this clear throughout the bull runs and throughout the bear markets. My portfolio allocations are very carefully divided. And if you guys want to learn more about that, check out the course member live streams, ejaz.uk/member. All my course member lives are aware of this. We do portfolio critiques. We sit there and we digest this, because I've got net worth in various other things, including stocks, right? And then within my portfolio of crypto, it's super diversified, right? We're talking heavy portions in Bitcoin, heavy portions in Ethereum, then ADA, then Solana, then Luna. And then my Fantom position is a percentage of that, percentage of all the other layer one solutions which I'm invested in. And yes, it grows higher as and when Fantom does well, but then I trim it and I don't let the positions get too big. Like now, I'm buying Fantom and the position's becoming a larger part of my portfolio. So I have to balance that out by buying some more Bitcoin, by buying some other larger cap projects. Otherwise, I become too skewed to the Fantom ecosystem, and it can't be like that for any coin. Doesn't matter how much conviction you have. I mean, to use the same example in stocks, I love Tesla, but I can't let Tesla become too big a part of my portfolio. Doesn't mean you don't have conviction. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. To have conviction doesn't mean you need to be like Roosh with 53 million locked in screen finance on a degen play on the Fantom ecosystem. That's not conviction, that's degen plays. That's crazy, right? And the reality is, for the majority of people watching this video who do not have 53 million, who are trying to build their net worth, you need 3 clean 10x's. And if you've not watched my video, I'm going to link that up so you guys can watch that. If it's from $1,000 to $1 million in crypto, you need to watch that, because that's all you need is 3 clean 10x's. And a 10x is not difficult. If you're buying Fantom today at 76 cents, we're talking a $7.60 Fantom. That's one 10x right there. And to argue that that can't achieve that in a bull run, I mean, that's a very, very conservative estimate for a project like Fantom. There's no reason over a long period of time it's going to get there. But it's not a case of just getting there within the next 6 months or 3 months. It's a long road. You've got to believe in the project and believe in the landscape, right? And those are the projects you need to be picking right now. So hope these reflections kind of helped you guys as I go on this walk. Didn't want to sit in front of my computer looking at the portfolio imploding, because otherwise I get tempted to buy too much. And some of you may be the opposite. You might get tempted to sell, right? You might buy too much. You may make irrational decisions. So sometimes just turn the laptop off. Go for a walk. Think about the psychology. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're working on. Do something else if you need to, right? Go enjoy your family. Go enjoy some time out. Play some sports. Do whatever you want to do, right? Get away from the markets. That's important too. So keep that balance in check.